Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar here with more Sekiro, where last time we finished the Ashin Outskirts, or so I thought. I have been loving this game so much that I have been playing off camera on a second file. And as I was going through the Ashin Outskirts, where I had been before, I realized that I had missed some things. So we're gonna head up here real quick here. Hold on, as I get into combat here against this guy. Take down the easy guys, but I had realized that there was something that I missed. Now, can I sneak up on you as well? It is kind of, the peripheral vision of enemies is very surprising how bad it is. The ability to get behind enemies. Starting to learn to pick up coins as well, but what I found as I was able to, play a little bit and not being on camera, sometimes you see things that you just don't see otherwise, but there is a drop down here. And it turns out there's an item we missed. So let's check this out and see what is this item. Oh, it's a new kind of sugar. Akko's sugar. Made in Senpou Temple. Boosts attack power. Okay, we have the... So we have now... I think about it now. We have the blue pill and we have the red pill. Got it. Bite the candy. Take the Akko stance. The spirits embody excess karma. Okay. I really liked the blue candy. What was it? Ungo. It was really good against our fight against the general. So this is good to have in our arsenal as well. So now let's go and use our homeward idol here to go back to this idol over here. So that was one thing we missed. This is something that I'm going to have to get used to. I think at the end of Dark Souls 3, I had sort of started giving up on looking for secrets over cliffs. I just sort of had started to get this idea that it's not a thing. And I think it's going to very much be a thing in this game, because we're going to head over here to the gate path. There was another thing that I missed. I am absolutely having a ton of fun with this game, though. Like I said, I've just been wanting to play it. So one thing that we, of course, did learn last time, I thought that I couldn't reach this grapple point here, but it turns out if you are jumping, you can jump and get access to grapple points and take care of that while you're in the air, which is absolutely awesome. So there's so many mobility tricks here that we've yet to learn. So now there is another ledge down here that I had seen. By the way, something else that I figured out, I can't walk off cliffs. What is up with this? I am not able. There are literal guardrails on the edges of cliffs, which is so not like what you would expect in a Dark Souls game. It's just like second nature. Like, you've got to be very careful walking up the cliffs. And in this game, not so much. The other thing that it seems much more friendly is the fact that the fall damage. There is fall damage, but I think in Dark Souls that would have definitely been a death. So the fact that we are able to manage this sort of a fall is just it's crazy to me, and I'm having a tough time adjusting to it. But we will learn the ways of Sekiro. Now, what is this? Bundled Jizo statue? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the J. I think it's a Jizo statue. Small Buddha effigy bound in red cloth, raised in prayer between one's palms to restore a node of resurrective power. Whoa. Okay, that is awesome. To enswathe a Jizo statue is to express feelings of parental love. The bundle of cloth is to at least ensure that the little one goes on in peace. That is a potentially incredibly powerful item. Something I had been a little confused about, that reminds me, one of the things we did against the ogre, I was a little confused about how resurrection works. I think we can jump down here to this. I was confused why I didn't have access to another resurrection right away, and I think in watching the VOD back, I figured out that the reason was because we had to trigger another death blow. It doesn't seem like you have to get a death blow against the enemy before you're able to get another one of your resurrections. So I'm not sure exactly how that candy is going to figure into things. It's not a candy, it's a statue. But that seems like maybe one of the better items to pick up. So that's exciting. I'm glad we went back to get that. All right, now another thing that I had spied as I was looking around. Where is it here? Is it this? It might be this. I don't think I had gone here. There is an item there. It's actually, I think it's actually a spirit emblem. So we can actually just go straight up down here. I feel like there was also a spot that I saw further over this way. There are several. Oh yeah, there is a ledge out there. Okay, so there's a couple different spots to drop down here. We had done, I think in the distance, we had done one of those at the end of last time that led us around to that cave, and we might be exploring back there, but let's see if I can do this. So I'm just kind of spamming the L2 button as I'm in the air, which seems to be the way to go. This is so cool. It is such a different way to move around an environment, but I am enjoying it a ton. This is another new one. It's another Mibu balloon. This is a possession balloon filled with fountainhead water imbued with a blessing of fortune. If one pops this vibrant green balloon and prays, those its water splashes upon will have a higher chance of obtaining items. Okay, this boosts your item discovery. Mibu means aquatic life or life born of the water. The Ashin encounter the fountainhead. Consider the fountainhead water itself to be worthy of worship. So a couple different ways to up our chances of discovering either items or currency. We don't have like an inherent item discovery stat as far as I know. This is another thing that's completely different, is the way that stats are done in this game. Got some little statues here. We could take a look now. We have our monocular, except it blurs. Okay, I've got to figure out. We can't seem to do this up close in some instances. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe I can check this one out. Here we go. Not too much to see, but cute little statues. Let's keep going this way. So some of these grappling points have a different icon. Is that snakeskin? If so, there is potentially a giant snake around here that is scary as hell. I don't like the look or sound of that. There's actually two different grapple points. Let's go to this one first. This one here that has like the downward pointing triangle is like an intermediate one that gets you to the next point. Scrap iron. We had seen this before, right? Or maybe it was the black gunpowder. There's a couple different ones that we've seen, I think, that have been prosthetic tool upgrades, which I don't think we can use yet. But I'll take it. Now, what is over here? This looks like the end of the path, except there's a grapple point. So we could grapple. There are branches on the other side of this. I really hope this is not snakeskin, but gosh, it looks like snakeskin. Is there a snake up here? Oh my god, are we getting into something? Are we getting into... Maybe it's just another way to get over to this side. And that's all it is, nothing more. So do I need to jump there? Normally, my Dark Souls brain would say that's not a jump you make. But in this game, we kind of can go ahead and try, because even if I fall, I don't die. What in the hell? You don't die from falling. That is crazy. Absolute insanity, I tell you. Looks like we're doing some wall hugging here, though. I feel like we got everything over here. Let me just grapple up to this branch just to be sure. Let me just make sure that we are... Oh, I see. This is a way back up here. So I just completely missed this part. And there we go. Okay. So it did actually let me run off of that edge. I think there are not rails on ledges that fall down to other ledges. That seems to be the commonality. There's a branch over here. That's where I came from, right? Does this one let me? I feel like that one's too far away. It's not too far away though. But this just gets us back to where we were. Okay. All right, just making sure we're checking off all the things. Checking off all the boxes here. I feel like at some point I'm going to take a leap of faith and fall to my death. But it's not falling to my death. I take a chunk of health. Who knows? Maybe I die if I... Oh, I can't get back to that ledge now, though, can I? Except I can go up here. This is so crazy to me. How we're just able to move around like this. No fall damage. Love it. Let's go this way now. Because I think there is another set of ledges here. That is so fucking scary. Why do I not fall there when that happens? That scared the shit out of me. Now, where am I going? Where am I going here? There was another item over here, wasn't there? Are we just supposed to... What was the point of coming here? Okay, there's a grapple point here. That's just supposed to lead to that grapple point? Because there doesn't seem to be anywhere... We can't go up here. So I guess that's the end of the line. So can I make this? That's crazy. I keep saying it. I keep saying it's crazy because my mind is absolutely blown. I can't even consider the possibility. Like right here, if I walk up to the edge and try to go off, it doesn't let me. How? I guess now. Okay, there's something. Hold up. Can I go up here? This is now back where there's a... Right, there's the idol right there. There's something over here, I think. How do I get to my monocular? I think there's something here. That feels like a place that I should be able to go, but I can't say for sure. Maybe I get there through this cave. I think we should go explore the rest of this cave because I had kind of discounted it as this thing. We had picked up this thing in our inventory, the Divine Confetti, and I read this in my Dark Souls brain to be, oh, this is a transient curse, and I'm about to head into New Londo ruins. Therefore, I should ignore it for now. But maybe that's not the case. Why don't let's figure out the best way. How do we get back there? We kind of need to run through this way, don't we? So I'm just going to go ahead and peepo run here. Even though it does get these guys on my case, but I should be able to go right up here, and it's no big deal. And then we go out here. We just need to... The gun guy's a little scary, but we get through here quick enough. Everything is fine. So now we're over here. And we do this. Are they still following me? The yellow arrows do kind of scare me a little bit, but I think it's fine. So now we go down here, and then I have to remember what button to hold. Square. Square it is. Keep going this way. And then we jump down. And we don't take fall damage. I also remember it being very dark in here. That was another thing that kind of startled me. You know what? I'm going to take the remnant in this case. It's only 8 seconds. Never mind. So we go in here, and it is so dark. It is so freaking dark. But let's take another look, because maybe there was more to this, and I shouldn't have immediately... Goddamn, though, it's so dark. And your blade... See, I can't lock onto you. Your blade has this glow to it. Can I see anything else? If I go down here, am I trapped? How am I supposed to see in this area outside of you guys and your glowing blades? That's what made it feel like this is just something I'm supposed to skip for now. So if I want, I can homeward idle out. And we're still quite a ways away from our skill point. I don't love the idea of dying here, but if... Never mind. Headless. Okay. That is something... Okay. Now I have my... Now that this is a double death blow enemy... That is interesting. Are you going... I wonder if Headless is going to be an apparition-like enemy. Either way, though, that is something we are going to come back for. Because if nothing else, part of the thing that I'm learning playing this game is... you lose half your shit when you die. So going into a boss encounter or a mini boss, however we're classifying these tougher enemies, and they are definitely tough. I would expect to die for sure against this enemy. You're going to lose half your shit. It's not like you can just run back in, grab your pickup like you would in a Souls game and homeward bone out. That's not what you can do here. So the game is incentivizing you to, hey, back off, maybe homeward bone immediately and go and level up, do some grinding. So we're not going to do that for now. I thought maybe there was a little bit more to explore or something like that, but there's definitely more to the story that we're not going to investigate just now. So let's use our idol to go back to the dilapidated temple, because there was another little bit at the temple that I think I missed, having played a little bit on the second file. Let me get a quick hydrate here. We'll also check in. We'll check in with everybody because we kind of finished the zone for now. There doesn't seem to be a way to go forward into what I presume to be Ashina Castle. Like we have to find another way around past that broken bridge at the end of the level. Something like that. We've done all the gourd seeds. Do you have anything new? I think this is the same. So then nothing new with Emma. Let's check in with the sculptor. Nothing new, I don't think, here either. I think we do have a potential new prosthetic that we could get. There's that one vendor, the crow. What is it? The crow bed or something? Memorial mob. That's what it was. Crow bed? I don't know what I was thinking there, but there were crows around that vendor in the tent. And I think he was selling some firecrackers or something that was an upgrade to our tool. So I might go get that at some point here. Now, the thing that I had missed with our buddy Hanbei is I didn't do all the training. I think we did deflect and we did step dodge, but I didn't do the attacks. I think I had sort of like, oh, I already know how to do the attacks. Like sometimes you just spam attack and you get a death blow and that's cool. And so I just completely skipped that because to me, the part I needed to learn more was deflect and also step dodge. So I just completely skipped this. But it turns out, I think if you do this, you actually unlock something. So let's do this real quick here. It feels like there are going to be very few enemies in the game where just spamming attacks is going to work. Even in this early zone, the normal enemies that we faced, spamming attack sometimes works, but you usually have to mix in a deflect, it seems. Here we go. Free combat, yes. Yeah, so this is what we had missed. I needed to do a little bit more. So now we have another option here. Let's go ahead and do this. And see if we can... Probably a good idea to warm up anyways. Gotta get used to those attacks. I also have this thrust attack, which I'm not sure where it's supposed to be effective yet. Because sometimes it seems like it's really good, but then other times I get my shit absolutely wrecked. Oh, we only have to do 2. All right. So now we get new training options, right? So this is what I had seen is you get to this point where a whole bunch of new training options open up, which is really, really cool. And I don't know how much we'll do right now, but these are definitely, you know, the perilous attacks, these more powerful moves that the mini bosses come at you with. Consecutive deflections, vitality, and posture. I might jump into some of these a little bit. I guess we'll try. Let's do this one real quick. So consecutive deflections. Deflecting once doesn't always mean an enemy will stop attacking. Consecutive attacks can be countered with consecutive deflections, quote unquote, which can greatly damage enemy posture. Deflect all enemy attacks, perform 3 death blows. Let's see how this works. So is he gonna come at me here? I'm sort of backed up against the wall here. Can't quite see. I'm a little bit early on that last one. A little bit too early on the last one. So there are going to be enemies that have these sequences of really, really quick attacks. That is really fun. It's going to be, I'm sure, insanely difficult in some cases. But I really like that idea of trying to time this deflect, 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 deflect. And it's really nice that they give you this sort of a training option to be able to, you know, practice in a low pressure stakes situation, because there are so many various techniques to learn in this game. There's so much to it. So what is this one? The lower one's vitality, the slower their posture recovers. I did not realize that. The lower your vitality, so the lower health you have, the slower your posture recovers. I think that is the same for me as it is for the enemy, right? For enemies with seemingly unbreakable posture, use techniques such as dodge. That seemed to be the case with the ogre. Counterattack reduces their vitality, making their posture easier to break. That's what the counterattack does. I see. So this one they want me to focus on dodging. I like that thrust attack. I like that thrust, how it has a good feel to it. Somehow I was not out of the way there. I don't know how that worked. I don't like, the thing I don't like about the counterattack is how sometimes it leaves me way far away from the enemy. I see, it's giving me part 1 here. I hadn't noticed that before. Now it goes to part 2, focus on breaking posture and forming a death blow. Okay, okay. Another one? Or we're done? I mean, I guess let's just go through all of these. Let's just do all these real fast here. Knock these off the list. Make sure we're learning the techniques, learning the game. Thrust attacks cannot be guarded, but they can be countered by deflecting or step dodging to the side. Counter enemy attacks to perform 3 death blows. The instinct is definitely to dodge, but I should probably be learning how to deflect those. Need to wait a little longer. Too early? Too early? Okay. It's very nice that they give you that little musical, the violin strings sort of coinciding with the big perilous blow mark that shows up on you. What about sweep attacks? This is the one maybe that I should probably practice the most, because the counter to this is a jump. Oh. I had not seen this before. You can do jump kicks. Sweep attacks cannot be guarded or deflected. They must be jumped over to be avoided. Jump kicking an enemy during sweep attacks deals heavy posture damage. Oh my god. I wish I had known this against one of the generals. Often leading directly to a death blow. Okay, this one I have to learn. I have to learn how to do this, because my instinct is not to press the X button. That is amazing. Okay, we have to get good at this. Also, that animation is absolutely sick as fuck. Oh my god, I love this game. And you can do it kind of on your way down, right? You're falling toward the enemy, but you still have the ability to kind of... Yeah, I did it a little too late there. Gonna try to get this timing down. I love this death blow animation. This might be my favorite yet. One more time? Okay. Oh, this is so sick. Ah, look at that. Oh, I love it. Free combat is now available, so now we have another... Ooh, free combat applied. There's a new level to it. I'm having fun with this. Let's keep going. We're learning. I especially like the jump kicks. Okay. So he's doing this while he's at high vitality. They come at you a little... Oh, that's where we were supposed to do the deflections. You really need to spam that, I instinctively dodged there, right? It's just gonna take... I should have countered there. That should be a jump. That should also be a deflect. I guess I could jump as well. I think another thing that I'm so we did win. Okay, I think another thing that I'm having... Not gonna happen. Oh, duh. I kind of want to give thanks. I don't really want to apologize here. Like, thanks for the match, bro. I know it's gonna hurt sometimes. Like that. That is so... I'm so glad we did this. I also love our character and the interactions. Another thing that's so different from the other games in the series or in the franchise. The conversation back and forth. Although our character is super matter of fact, only business with the Shinobi over here. I might be coming back to try this. What was I gonna say? I kind of... I have it. Man, I totally lost my train of thought. There was something I was going to say. Maybe I'll come back to it. Let's just talk one more time. This is still the same. Talking about the box. We'll check the box. I don't expect there. I'm hoping there will be some stuff that unlocks eventually with you. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that there to be anything. But that is, I will definitely be returning to practice things like the jump kick. So now, I think what I want to do next, the next point of progression, I think is going to be Hirata Temple. And before we go there, though, I kind of want to level up. I want to do a little bit, I am going to do just a little bit of grinding here because I want to level up and I want to go back and I want to buy the firecrackers, I think, from the memorial mob. I think I have enough coin purses to be able to afford that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of grinding here, and then we will be moving on to the next level. All right, a quick little bit of grinding out of the way, and now we are ready here. We've got our second skill point, which I think I might actually, I need to spend my next point to unlock the next ability. We'll do that when we're done here, but I think I can quickly, I think we can sell some of our coin purses here. Light coin purse, we have 4 of them, so we can sell 3 to get us to 500. And now, should be able to buy, I have done this, I will admit, I have purchased the firecrackers on the other file that I started, because another thing that I had missed totally was the eavesdrop before the ogre, where the guys are talking to each other about the fact that red eyes are scared of fire. I had totally missed that part. And it turns out if you have the firecrackers against the ogre, it can be kind of useful to kind of distract him for a little bit. Not super overpowered though, so I'm still fine with the way that we did the fight here on the main file. Another thing that I had kind of misunderstood is this little flavor bit here about sold by little Robert and his father to raise funds for their travels. For some reason in my mind, I had gotten the idea that this Robert was somehow related to this merchant. But of course, Robert is not a Japanese name. That would be somebody who had traveled from somewhere else, who knows, America, Europe, somewhere, and had come to Japan searching for this undying to try to treat Robert's sickness. And they would have sold the firecrackers to the merchant in order to raise funds. Now it makes a lot more sense. Who knows? We're probably never going to meet actual Robert, but I do like those little bits of flavor that we get. A little bit of backstory to provide some context for one of our Shinobi prosthetics that we're going to be upgrading. I won't be messing with the crows. Don't worry. We know from Dark Souls. Don't mess with the crows. Let's go ahead now and head back to the temple because we can get our upgrade. We can add the upgrade for our prosthetic. And I think we're going to go ahead and spend our skill point here as well. Do we do that right now? Let's get the prosthetic first. Put our sword away. Have to be very respectful. Let's put our... Let's get our prosthetic upgraded here. And we have a new... We have the firecracker. Shinobi firecracker. It does cost spirit emblems, but that's fine. Let's get it. And I think your talk option is still going to be the same. We'll keep checking in just to make sure. And then we can go ahead now. I did figure this part out on the other file, but we can go ahead and attach the firecracker. We have 3 slots here for prosthetic tools, and it took me a little bit to figure out exactly how to switch between the two. I wasn't sure what button it was, but I think it's triangle switches us between, and that's a pretty... Let me see that again here. We do get a little... Oh, I see we have firecrackers hanging off. Get close to... It's a whole bunch of... They're little tiny firecrackers. I see it now. Okay. That is super cool. And here we have the... there's the shuriken underneath. I had not noticed that you can actually see the shuriken as part of the prosthetic. Nice detail. Love those little touches. Okay. Let's go ahead and acquire skills. And I think what I have decided to do... This is very tempting. Increasing the maximum number of spirit emblems that can be held. I do like the sound of this. However, I am also very tempted by this. And I think I want to make a beeline for whatever this is. Unknown combat art, but it has my sword as the icon. And it's the only one. They're making it a very, very pronounced skill here. And I think, who knows, this, we don't have perfect information because these are all hidden. This might not be the shortest path to go in a straight line like this. But it's the only information I have to go on right now is just the lines that are drawn between everything. So we're gonna take that path and hopefully earn enough skill points to be able to unlock most, if not all, of these skills eventually at some point. Because you don't get to do all of them anyways necessarily. You're kind of equipping one of them at a time. But let's get this mid-air deflection. This is going to be another one. I'm just so not used to jumping. Jumping is something that is going to take a long time for me to work into the muscle memory. But I'm going to try to make a point to practice it. But let's get this one and see what that unlocks. Okay. So whether we had gone... I guess whether we had gone this way or this way, this would have cost 3 to get through to this guy. So what does this give us? Mid-air combat arts. Allows one to perform combat arts while in mid-air. So we can do our whirlwind slash. So I think part of the distinction here, they're talking about this as a combat art. But this one is called a Shinobi martial art, just like this one. I don't exactly know what the difference is yet, but it feels like there's a difference. These are like proactive abilities that you can just do anytime, but these are maybe specifically for certain situations, like when an enemy is coming at you here with the thrust attack, or when you're having to deflect something midair. Maybe that's the difference. All right, either way, we have 3 skill points that we need to get. So it's going to be a little while before we unlock this one, but we are on the way toward getting that last sword ability. Very excited to find out what that's going to be. I think we're ready to go here. We still need one more prayer bead, but I think we are ready to travel to the Hirata Estate. Let's check out what is there. I'm definitely a big fan of this idea of, as I remember that the everything's on fire here. I'm definitely a big fan of this idea of going back in time, visiting memories. This, I think, was one of the best things about Dark Souls 2. The sequences where you got to go back and relive what had happened a long time ago. I really, really like that. It's maybe done a lot in video games, but I think it's good. It's a good way to tell stories. I really enjoy it. And I'm also really enjoying the entirely different way that narrative is done in this game. It looks like the only way to go down is this branch. I'm just checking here, seeing if there, now that we do know that there are drop-down secrets, I'm just being a little bit thorough here at the start and making sure that there's nothing. But I think the only way forward is to jump and go to the branch. All right. Are there any enemies around? The Hirata Estate. We have heard a couple different, we've talked with a couple different people about the fact that memories are missing. And this seems, our memories specifically are missing. And this seems to be one of the main things that they're going to be doing, is using this method of going back in time and filling in Wolf's memories in order to tell the narrative. Anything here? Beautiful music. Nothing here, huh? This feels like a bit of a conspicuous dead end. But I guess there's nothing here. Okay. But we talked to both Kuro and the merchant, the Sawtooth merchant. They had both claimed to have seen us at some point in the past. There's a guy here. Oh my gosh. Yo, what are the shoes that you're wearing? Oh, you look like one of the guys. You look like one of the guys who... You're the guy that actually carried off Kuro. Maybe you're a different guy. Maybe you all have different or similar costumes. But you look... This mask here is very much... And the feathers and everything. This is exactly who was with... was it Lord Genichiro? At the very beginning? When we got our arm chopped off? Owl? Ask what happened, asked what year it is. The son of Owl. So our father's name is Owl. Our adoptive father? Owl. He was such a big dude. I would not have thought of him as an owl. I'm gonna... We roughly know that this is like 3 years ago already. So I'm gonna ask what happened.
何があった？族どもが平田屋敷に巫女様を急ぐのじゃ。
It gives us the same choices again. Okay, so he mentions the divine heir. I was wondering if this was going to be the same night that both Kuro and the merchant were referring to, and it sounds like maybe it is, because the merchant had also said that, you know, him and a band of thieves managed to sneak in at a time when there was already a battle going on, and so the samurai were all gone. It feels like maybe this the same night. I'm just going to make sure that this is the same, that gives the same dialogue when we ask what happened again. Okay. And he's gone. The dragon. Yeah.
古い記憶と言った。何も覚えてはおらぬが、これは過去ということか。
We're in the past, my dude. We are in the past. And the Dragon Spring... The year of the Dragon Spring... Dang, what did he say? The Dragon Spring... Dragon String... Excuse me. Dragon Spring Pilgrimage. Easy for me to say. All right, so... Oh, we have ways to... This is another thing, is we have the ability to swim. So I'm not sure if it's going to be better for us to go across the bridge, as opposed to, like, swimming. But I kind of want to... There is a fish in the water. There's a giant fish in the water, so maybe swimming is not the right move, depending on how hostile the fish are going to be. What I would like to do here, I think, is... grapple over when this guy's back is turned and say, get the sneak on him. So let's wait for him to turn around, and then we're gonna grapple onto the bridge. Oh, he goes that way. So maybe we can go down here. Ooh, that is a drop off. Hold on. Okay, death blow successful. Get our loot as well. New item, dowsing powder. Medicine for treating burns. Heal the burn status abnormality, and for a time, it decreases burn buildup, increases burn resistance, and reduces damage from incoming burn attacks. So these are for enemies with torches. When fire is used on the battlefield, dowsing powder is crucial for survival. So we got to worry about burns. More dowsing powder. So do I need to put this on the bar, I wonder? We could put this... Let's put it here. And assume that they are giving it to us for a reason. Now, I would like to... Can I hang over the edge here, I wonder? So if I go here, does it let me... It doesn't quite let me hang over the edge. I'm trying to figure out how I can get behind the guy with the torch. That would be the ideal here. Maybe I can stay crouched down and wait for him to patrol. The other thing is maybe they don't notice if I sneak like this. No, they see. They have torches. Okay, so we're about to get burned here. Because even when we're deflecting the torch, we do get the burn status build up. We didn't quite get burned, I don't think. Now we get oil. Plain oil. When the jar breaks, the oil covers everything nearby. Enemies doused in oil are easily set alight, causing them to take additional vitality damage from fire attacks and making them more vulnerable to the burn status abnormality. So it's kind of like in Bloodborne, the oil that you would get in Bloodborne. And we do have firecrackers now, which I think is supposed to be more effective against beasts. But, okay. So can we sneak up on you? There should be a way for us to... I want to kind of see if I can swim across here. Does the fish come for us? Didn't seem to see us there. Can I get up here? Can't seem to ledge hang, unfortunately. So let's go around this way, because I think I did see an item over here on the shore. Oh, there's a guy here. Okay, hold on. There's also a doggo. Although the doggos so far have not been the toughest. Did manage to hit me there. I think I dodged a little early. I guess let's take a healing item here. Go pick this up. Another possession balloon. Yeah, that's not clear to me when we're supposed to be using those. Hopefully as I'm exploring, I get a better sense for when to use those things. Let's go over here. Is there anybody watching over with guns or anything like that? Okay, so there is a fish over here. Can I target the fish? I can. Oh my god. They're gonna be part of the... Oh, that one's already... Whoa, it's aggroing to me. Or it's sort of aware of my presence. And now it is what? I don't like what it's doing. It's running away. We got a coin purse. It's running away as soon as it latched on. As soon as it like knew I was here. I was not expecting there to be somebody in this pot. Scales from treasure carp to give to pot noble Harunaga. Excuse me? What the hell is up with your hand, first of all, and why are you in a pot? Pot noble. What a title. We can purchase stuff though. So potentially, well, let's see what does he have here? There's somebody in a pot. I'm kind of thrown off by this. But this is another new currency that we have, apparently. So we have to kill the fish to get these scales. So we know divine grass is sort of like our divine blessing. Withered red gourd. A curved, withered red gourd filled with medicinal water The gourd's medicine refills upon rest. Reduces burn buildup and slightly increases burn resistance. It cannot heal the burn status abnormality, however. It's another type of gourd that also refills at the idol. That is something completely new. Being able to purchase another type of flask. Wow. Mask fragment. Reminds me a little bit of the masks from the... What's the name of the boss from Dark Souls that I'm having a blank on all of a sudden? At the one that gives you the right of kindling, goddamn pinwheel. A fragment of an old dancer's mask. The original must have been broken into several pieces, and this fragment appears to be the right side of the mask. That costs 7. It doesn't say what it does, but certainly it must have some very important purpose, right? Floating passage text. Compendium on the combat art floating passage. Skill unlocked upon acquiring this item. Unleash attacks in a flowing, dance-like form, overwhelming enemies in a furor of graceful aggression. This technique belongs to the Ashina sword school, though it has been deemed heretical due to its foreign origin. Wow, what a discovery. I mean, I want to get all of these. I really don't know what the heck is up with the mask, but I'm sure we're going to find some use for it. But how do we get scales? I do want to bring you some scales, but I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Because how in the heck can I actually attack these things in the water? You run away. Maybe that's all it is. They're not running. I had this idea that maybe they were running away to go summon like a super big fish that was gonna swallow me whole. I think all it is they're just passive, and it's like we need to do some fishing, but we need to sneak up on them. What another mechanic that I would have never thought would be part of a game like this is stealthily sneaking up on fishes. Although apparently it's not as hard as I thought it was because we can swim really fast. There it is, a treasure carp scale. To the average person, it's just a beautiful scale, but there are some who exalt a certain master, who consider these scales among the most precious things in the world. For this reason, collecting them could be worthwhile. All right, we've got our first one. What did I do there? Oh, it's just being in the water? What was that move? Oh, I have like a back step. Okay, so there's that. You can press circle to kind of do like a back step, except it's more like a back swim. We have a jump, and then we also have. So is it in order to dash forward? Do I use circle to do that? I can use circle to dash forward. And I remember now what I was going to say earlier when I was fighting Hanbei, is that that's another thing that we obviously don't have in this game, is stamina. There was one over here that I totally missed, I think. Where did you go? But we don't have any stamina. Even when we're swimming, which is another thing that, having been watching people playing Tears of the Kingdom, of course, that's a thing when you're swimming in Zelda. But we don't seem to have that. We don't seem to have to worry about stamina, whether we're fighting or whether we're swimming. They just want you. They want you focused on other things. Let's see if we can find one more carp. They do seem to notice us pretty easily, so there's one out there. I'm wondering if one is going to attack us at some point. They are just carp, though. We got another one. I don't know if these are guaranteed. But let's keep looking around and see if we can find any more for while we're here. Let's just enjoy the nice, relaxing exploration of a lake. There's just one lane on the beach. Okay. I'm going to check out this remnant. This game is really blowing my mind. I said it earlier in this episode, but it's true. Any expectations, any thoughts of how this game might work are being absolutely shattered and obliterated. And just when I am, you know, maybe starting to form a little bit of an idea of how the game works and getting comfortable with its mechanics, it adds a whole nother layer that I would never in a million years have imagined that you would have some sort of a fishing, almost like a mini game. Dang it, I forgot we had not dealt with this guy. I thought we had dealt with this guy. I totally forgot. Is he yelling for everybody else to come? That's annoying. I should have snuck around from this side. Everybody, chill out. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. Do I see any other carp? I think the carp are farmed out for now. I'm sure they come back once you sit a sculptor's idol. Maybe I have to go up on the bridge. I might not be able to. Although there was a ramp up here, wasn't there? There is a ramp here. Okay, so let's see what we're dealing with here. Just checking for anybody scouting. There's a doggo there. There's a couple doggos. And there's a guy with a torch. If we get the torch guy first, the dogs shouldn't be too much of a problem. The question is, will the dogs let me sneak up? The dogs have just a lack of awareness. Oh, here's where I could use this thing, right? Okay, well, I tried to do the whirlwind. It's a little too slow, I think, to deal with the dog. It's better just to go like this. Although they still kind of get away from that. Got you backed up against the cliff. Haha, can't get away. Can't get away in that situation, can ya? See if we can sneak up on this guy. I also realize you are basically naked, aren't you? I think that's the first I had realized just how much of a lack of clothing you have. Okay. All right, I think we've completed the first stage of the approach to the Hirata Estate. Now, let's get up here and see. Though the thing that's most concerning at first is just finding any perched enemies. They seem to be the ones that are able to view or able to see you the easiest. But the guys with the torches could have increased visibility as well. There is a sculptor's idol there, so that should be our first course of business after we take out this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and jump up here. Oh, I could maybe do a falling death blow on you, a plunging death blow. But let's get the idol first. Sculptor's idol. Let's go. And I think I will go ahead and rest because I need a refill on my healing gourd. So let's do that. And then we'll keep working our way to that next skill point here. So now let's get up here and see if we can get that plunging death blow on you. Love it. Love the plunging death blow. So much fun. Now this guy is, oh my god, he's already shooting arrows at me. What the hell? So that, the vision for these enemies seems to be a lot better than the vision of many of the other enemies we found. So there's this main path, or the central, the path here on this left-hand side. Oh wow, see, he sees me just poking my head up over the roof. I have to get used to that. And know that when they have a yellow arrow, they are much more prone to scouting me out. So I really need to be patient. And if I want to do the full, you know, ninja shinobi method, which is my instinct, it is the natural way that I like to play these games is just to be as cautious and patient as possible. Spirit emblems. Okay. Now, we don't necessarily have to engage every single enemy, right? There could be a lot of situations where just sneaking around and ignoring some of them might be the way to go. But we lose out on experience and money and combat experience as well. Both experience points and combat experience are both, I think, pretty important to glean this early in the game. All right, so can we get over to this spot here? No. I'm trying to get up on... it does let me hang. Okay. So if I jump up here... I want to get the guy with the fire arrows. That's the guy that's most... But I don't think I can do the plunging attack here. So I kind of have to... I'm kind of surprised that it let me get the death blow. Kind of surprised it let me do that. There's also a guy with fire arrows coming this way, so hold on. Anytime that there's multiple enemies, I'm not accustomed to dealing with that yet in this game. And how forgiving or punishing it's going to be in each situation. So my instinct for now is going to be to get the hell out of dodge. Wait for this guy to become uninterested. I didn't even see the guy with the arrows. I didn't even see him. Man, he's going with the... He's staying alert all the way backing up. This would be a perfect time maybe to circle around. Except I don't think it lets me jump over the walls from further down. Okay, so now he goes that way. He was also pretty close to dead. Oh, there's the guy. Now, the thing about the guys with the arrows is that they're probably really easy to take care of, like the gun guys, once you get up in their face. Okay. Be a little more aggressive. Being a little more aggressive is actually okay. Oh, look at this. So this looks like maybe one of the Hirata... I'm guessing these are the thieves, right? The guys we're dealing with here are the band of thieves that the merchant was talking about. And the people that are on the ground here, like this guy, are the shinobi that were supposed to be defending the place. Supposedly we are easier or harder to detect when we're crouched like this. I should probably use this a little bit more often. Does not open from this side. So that guy... We should be able to get a plunging thing on one of you, right? How do we want to do this? Can I get over here? I love this notion of, can I get to that rooftop? The answer is probably yes. I kind of want to find a way to deal with this group of enemies. This is probably more aggressive than I should be. Especially because It would let me get out. I'm a little surprised it let me get out. So I was really, I got a little more ballsy with those guys than I probably should have been. But it worked out. Now, can they see me over here? Yes. Oh, God. There's not too many grappling hook points, it doesn't seem. And it also, I don't think high enough to get the plunging attack. I tried to get the plunging death blow on these guys, and neither one of them was susceptible to it. More Akos sugar, nice. Oh, one of them is facing the other. Can I? Now this is where we have the shards are supposed to be for this sort of a situation, right? I'm gonna bring back my shard, although they don't seem to have the best range. I gotta figure out how to use these because they're not quite like pebbles. It doesn't seem they are like the pebbles. Let's see if we can. How do we want to do this? I mean, I should just get up and take out the arrow guy, right? Okay, this guy is not too bad. He just has a really long windup. I think I'm crouching there unintentionally. Still trying to learn when I'm crouched and when I'm not. We got some more oil from him though. Okay, we're getting close to an experience point. Getting close to locking that next skill point in. Is there anybody in here? There's an item. There's also one of you. As soon as I saw this little, I saw the item and I saw this this thing, the part of the structure blocking off my view, and I thought, uh-oh. My ambush radar is all of a sudden in the air. Now the music is still going here. Is there still somebody nearby? Oh, there's oh, it's a remnant. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so this person, I thought for a second this person might still be alive and I could talk to them briefly. Shit is fucked up here. Hirata Estate not looking so good. Not a door that I can open. This is where I've been over here, right? So that is... Okay, that's our shortcut eventually. So we want to go this way now. Let's just get on top of this building. There's an archer on that building over there. I can ledge hang there. The wall jumping is so fun. And it does seem like it lets you navigate the environment much more fluidly than you ever would have in a Dark Souls game. Okay, I want to sneak up on this guy if we can. Now where there's going to be... There's a torch guy there. How do we do this? There's no grappling points. There is a grappling point. Is he not going to see me, though? Surely he's going to see me. But he's an archer, so we can just get up in his face, right? There's a dog that scared the shit out of me. I was not expecting there to be a dog there. Hold on. Hold on a second. So while they do give you guardrails, on the in the places where you would fall off normally for a gravity death, they do not give you guardrails for rooftops. So these guys do seem much more susceptible to aggression than some of the enemies that even in the first level. In the first level, it did seem there were quite a few normal enemies that you could not just spam down. You shouldn't have fallen asleep there, buddy. Not a time to be taking a nap. Or taking a leak. No naps, no restroom breaks. Not when Wolf's around, at least. Look at it burn. So these guys were not a fan of the Hirata Estate or family. Oh, there's like 3 of them here. There's a thing there. There's a drop off in the roof that I was not expecting. That dude is still just sitting there, drunk off his ass. His friends are about to get murdered, and he's just like, give me another round. This is just outside to the carp, right? So could I circle around here? Yeah, they do stay alerted for quite some time. But then I should be able to sneak around this guy. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, just be aggressive with these guys. Don't even try to do any of the deflects. Just kill them. Man, this is the place to rack up the sen, though. So many different people from the Hirata Estate just laying around. We'll take out this dude. Laying around dead. They've all been murdered. But where is Kuro? We have not seen any sign of Kuro yet. That was not... I pressed jump instead of loot for some reason. I don't know why. As much as we are doing Ninja Shinobi mode, the game definitely also lets you get away with... That was spirit emblems. I didn't know what that was for a second, but there's a lot of spirit emblems here, and they are... I think this is... maybe a little bit of... We're finding these on dead bodies, right? Oh, there's something else going on here. Hold on a second. There's something going on because you have like rashes or marks or something that looks like maybe you didn't just die from the thieves. You maybe had something else going on as well. What the hell's up with that? Is this more of the dragon rot? Can we see this on any of the other? There was somebody else we picked up spirit emblem from. Maybe it was it you? Who was that? Here. Can't really see. Can't see very well. And it's probably going to do that thing. Oh, I thought it was going to make it blurred out when we're too close. I can't see the same marks on you that I saw on the other guy. But we do know that the dragon rot doesn't necessarily inflict or infect everybody, right? Okay, I feel like we have explored now. There was an item here. Oh, this is what they were talking about. An iron barrel that spews fire. Oh, maybe this is what that note referred to as well. The note that we got from the merchant. Let's read that again in a moment. But can be fitted to the Shinobi prosthetic to become a prosthetic tool. It's difficult to control the rage-filled red eyes with the power of man alone. However, a fire-based weapon could be a means of resisting them. They are said to fear fire above all else. So maybe this would have even been a better tool to have against the chained ogre. Or maybe we're going to be facing another Red Eyes enemy here very soon. But we can't equip that just yet. We have to go back to the shrine, I think, in order to do that. Not the shrine. The temple. The dilapidated temple. How long will I keep calling it a shrine? Just go up and kill. Go up and kill the enemies in this zone. I don't like this sort of an approach. The fact that it's such a narrow... Oh, hello there. Rip. The Shinobi axe, huh? What is going on here, my dude? Also, who's behind me? Who the hell? There's somebody somewhere up on the roof. The Shinobi axe. Take the Shinobi axe and split their skulls wide open. Oh, we can eavesdrop. So they're still in the process of like going through this place and taking out everybody. That dude had a lot of posture. He definitely, the guys with the axes maybe are the guys you can't just go ham on. Can I get in here? No. There was another guy. Oh, there's a dude with a shield up there. I think that's the first guy we've seen with a shield. There is a place to grapple. And this opens up, that looks like maybe that's the shortcut door. Sugar candy made by Shinobi Hunters of Misen Temple. Gokan's sugar. Reduces posture damage taken for a time. So many interesting tools. That part is definitely similar to Dark Souls. You definitely can feel a little overwhelmed as to what tools am I supposed to use in what situation. Misen monks are well versed in the art of killing shinobi, an undertaking that demands a body with an unshakable core. Several different types of sugar here for different situations. But I think this is our, I think this gets us back to our, that's a nice shortcut to have. Now we're playing Dark Souls. We have a shortcut. That that's also a very Dark Souls thing. Let's leave where do I leave Remnant here? Fatty ahead. So I can make it up here. I see some crows. Roosters. Oh, I could have just gone in there too. I tried to run and jump, but that doesn't seem to get you anywhere. Can I just... I have to climb up using the square. Okay. There's just a lot of birds here. Kill the birds. Show no mercy. Gotta use the stealth tactics against the birds. There was another one coming. Another one coming. Wow, that actually hurt a little bit. So the birds, if they do catch you at the wrong... or at the right time, if they can do a little damage. I guess I gotta use a gourd here. Forgot to check for the ambush there. So much sugar, though. It is quite dark in this area. So I'm finding it just a little tough to kind of keep track of where I'm at. But I think we're doing an okay job so far. Making good progress here. Can we get in here? Not a building we can get inside, I don't think. We can see inside, just barely. Nothing there, though. There's a dude here. Is that our merchant friend? I think we can talk to this guy. I think this might be the merchant. It is. Look at that.
旦那は見たとこ、Shinobiですかね。何か探し物でも？まあ何にせよ、ここはあっしが先に見つけた場所でさ。よそを漁ってください。ああ、そういえば、どっかの崖上に三重の塔が見えやしたぜ。あんだけご立派な塔だ。きっと中にはお宝がしまわれてるに違いねえ。あっしならそう思いやすね。
Three-story pagoda. Noted.
ねえ、旦那、よし、どっかの崖、あんだきっと中にあっしなら。
A fine pagoda indeed. Well, nice meeting you here, sir. Good to find a friend. Not sure if you're involved with the pillaging though going on. You did say you snuck in with a band of thieves. Are your hands free of blood or not? Either way, you are at least somewhat of a friendly face. Now there is, what is this, a jungle area? There's like a jungle area back here. We'll check that out in a little while. Did we go in here already? I thought I saw an eavesdrop. There's an eavesdrop here. Okay.
どうか動かないでください。傷に触ります。いや、行かねばならぬ。族どもの中に忍びなりの僧兵が混ざっている。あれは手だれよ。どうしても私が行かねば。無理です。この傷ではとても。
Is that Anna? And who is she talking to? He said that there is a Shinobi hunter within the group of thieves. Is that us? And must he face us? Oh man. Who is she tending to? I wonder if that is Anna.
お主、若様の忍びじゃな。
あ
肝心な時におらぬとんだ役立たずめ。いや、もしや、お主賊を手引いたのではあるまいな。さもなくばこの平田屋敷が こうもあっけなく落ちようものか。そうよ。そうに違いないわ。いねえ。裏切り者はいねえ。
Oh shit. So this guy thinks that we were in with this, that we were in on the attack with the bandits. And that seemed to kind of be similar to what was being said by this guy. The fact that there's a shinobi hunter as part of the thieves. What the hell? What the hell were we up to, and why can't we remember any of this? What's going on here, Wolf? The plot thickens. Oh, there's more talking? Okay. I like this little, Bloodborne-esque mechanic here. Talking to the windows.
誰ですか？
族ではない。
あなたは若様の。あ、よかった。忍び殿、族どもの目的は若様です。あやつらはすでに竹林坂上にいたり、お屋敷に火をかけています。若様の脱出も叶わなかったご様子。お願いです。忍び殿、若様をお救いください。これをあなたに託します。
Antidote powder. Okay. We've already got a few of those. Sunken Valley. Is that where we are? Where's the Sunken Valley at?
お役立てを。
承知。
Okay, well, at least this lady didn't think that we were a traitor, so I guess that's an improvement. We are very close to getting our next experience point. So let me see what the there's oh right, the shield enemy up there. There's also this guy with the torch. Let's see what we can do in terms of sneaking up this way. There's also this path. It looks like there's a path out here into the bamboo. The shield enemies I have not dealt with yet at all, so I don't know what's going to be different about them. But I'd like to maybe do a little bit of farming here and then head back to the... Do a little bit of farming and then head... Oh, what is he doing? Okay, let me... I don't want to take you on just yet here. Hold on. I was in the middle of saying what I wanted to do was maybe get a little bit of farming done to get to my next skill point, and then... Wait. I totally missed these guys. That guy looks like he's backing off. I totally missed these guys over here that I could eavesdrop on. All right, I guess let's do this.
兄貴、次はこのお堂ですかい。いや、そこはいい。次に行くぞ。けんど、供え物でもあれば重蔵様に。やめんか。仏様には手出し無用。何度言やわかるんだ、タコが。怒らないでおくれよ、兄貴。タコでごめんよ。
Even thieves have to have their religious morals, right? Their moral boundaries. Oh yeah, I totally missed this area. Huh. Okay, so let's see if we can get the drop on... The torch guy is probably the more... the scarier one here. If we can get you first. Although the axe guy is no joke either. I like that the thrust attack seemed to work on him. That was pretty nice. So now that should get us... Yeah, we're at our new... Wow, we actually have 3 already. I didn't realize how quickly we were building those up. So we can actually, I think, get our next skill point. I thought these were statues for a second. It looked like there was also a talk option here. Or an open. Oh, hello there. Oh no, are we the ones stealing from Buddha here? Shinobi Axe of the Monkey. This was, I think, the weapon that was being referenced by the guy who died in the process. The Shinobi Axe, he was saying, right? A heavy black iron axe used by Shinobi. This boorish axe is used less for cutting and more for breaking things with its weight. Maybe this is what we use for the shield guys. One of the favored weapons Once the favored weapon of a shinobi known as the Bounding Monkey of the Sunken Valley. It was lost along with his left arm. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Bounding Monkey of the Sunken Valley. This is a different person, right? It's a little unclear exactly now that we're in the past. Are we going to be meeting a mirror version of us? A past version of us? What's going to happen here? Okay, either way, we have several tools now. A couple different shinobi prosthetic upgrades that I think we want to go back. Now that we've opened up this shortcut, I think the game is giving us a good opening to go spend some currency as well as get our tools upgraded. So I feel like this is a good spot for us to head back. Go ahead and take the moment to head back to our dilapidated temple and get a couple upgrades going here. Let's take that opportunity, and then we'll press forward further into the Hirata Estate because we want to find Lord Kuro. Do you have anything new? That is not the talk option. Sorry, old habits are hard to break. It's X to talk, right? X to talk. No. Still the same. Still the same there. Got it. But we got new stuff with you. New stuff with the sculptor. I got a couple toys. Couple new toys here. It is kind of interesting that they make us, they want us to go back at least once to get this fitted for the new, but there's no other, it's just the flame barrel is the required material. Maybe at some point we will get, there will be more required materials beyond just whatever the key item is. Just thinking through what the game system here is. Okay, flame vent, we have read about this already. I kind of want to have access to this. Shoot a blast of fire in front of you. I mean, we're just going to get all of these, right? It's all a question of, you can switch these on the fly, can't you? You don't have to switch these at the sculptor's idol. This does cost spirit emblems. I'm pretty sure all of these are going to cost spirit emblems, right? Swing the axe down from above to strike an enemy. Destroys wooden shields. Hell yeah. Okay. One strike can easily turn a wooden shield into splinters or shred an enemy's posture. Is that going to work against every enemy? Strength of the loaded axe lies in its heft. Let's do that one as well. Very cool. We unlocked another esoteric text. Very nice. Book of Secrets that details a variety of techniques. Grants the ability to learn prosthetic style skills. Written by a man who abandoned the path of the shinobi but could not bring himself to discard his painstaking research. He never expected to pass these on to anyone else. Cool. Prosthetic techniques. Same? Okay. So now, right, and they are teaching us here what I was able to learn previously. I don't know why that prompt didn't come up before. Maybe the game was not expecting us to get the firecracker as soon as we did. I don't know. But because it does sort of hand these to you, or not hand them, but you loot these as opposed to buying one. So it's like we're not expecting the player to save up 500 just yet to get the firecracker. But we can get the loaded axe and the flame vent here. This one costs 2, this one costs 3. Okay. And then there we go. We can cycle through. So what does the get a closer look here. There's a shuriken. And then the axe. I guess... Oh, there it is. It's on the back. I see it now. And then the flame vent. Okay, these are obviously going to look way cooler when we're actually using them. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I guess we have access now to a new set of skills. Are they on this screen? They are. There it is. Prosthetic arts. Okay. So we can get either Chasing Slice, a Shinobi martial art that allows one to perform a forward dashing sword slice after using certain prosthetic tools, allowing one to close distance on enemies. It works with the loaded shuriken, the Shinobi firecracker, and other tools perhaps, once we unlock them. No spoilers. We could also pick the grappling hook attack, uses the grappling hook to launch oneself at an enemy, and use that momentum to perform a rolling sword attack. Maybe this is another one we could have used against the ogre. I was very confused how or why the game was giving us a chance to grapple on his head. That was getting me killed. I definitely did not know what was going on there. The Shinobi prosthetic is the perfect tool for combining movement and attack into one, ensuring no movement is wasted. Those do sound interesting. I like this one in particular because you can kind of use it if you're using it with the shuriken. You get to get the stun or the slight stagger from the shuriken and then close the distance for an attack. But at the same time, this is not available. Oh, this is not available, I don't think, because you have to unlock this one. The prerequisites, the way that I'm interpreting this screen is that this skill here has two lines that feed into it from the left. One of those is here, but you need both of them. Probably need both of them in order to unlock this guy. And then you get to unlock... Oh, but not even that. If that's how that works, then you actually need two lines from this. You need to build into both of these skill trees in order to access this. This is a much longer term investment to get to this, which does make a lot more sense. If this truly is as cool and ultimate as I hope it is, it would make sense that the game would put a lot more, require you to build a lot more into the tree that you're investing into here. And of course, now it makes sense that you're going to have multiple... I did speculate earlier that there might be multiple of these sorts of Shinobi arts, and now we have prosthetic arts. Probably going to even get more. So it might be a good idea then. So we have several options for spending now. This could be very good. These new abilities that we're getting do seem to consume spirit emblems at a healthy rate. And we're going to need to invest in this at some point, right? If we're going to get here. So maybe I'll buy this one. And we could also buy the Chasing Slice. We also... Oh, it does show us what these are. I had not noticed that these had become... These were no longer unknown. How did we unlock those? I wonder how we unlocked those, because these are still unknown here. Is it because I simply had invested 2 levels worth? Regardless of when those unlocked, we have many potential... Wow, there's a lot to think about here. I don't want to go through all of these right this moment. We'll do a little bit more of a debrief on all of this, but I think for now, what makes sense is for us to get this guy, because I like the idea of having more. We have quite a few in the bank now. Spirit emblems. Having more access to those during battle, I think is going to be nice, especially if we're using 3 of them on some flame cannon. And then I will try this Flaming Slice. Flaming Slice. Chasing Slice, excuse me. Yeah, let's... What was the other one here? The grappling hook attack? We could save the point. That's the other thing, right? We don't have to spend this right now. Maybe I'll save this one for the moment. I'll save this one for the moment. We'll just get the upgraded... Let's go ahead and rest. So we get our... Wait a second. That allowed me to carry 16 instead of 15. That was a lot less exciting than I was hoping it would be. I was thinking, okay, we're upgrading from like 15 to 20, right? Excuse me? Can I get my points back? All right, we'll deal with that. Let's head back. Oh, I need to spend. Oh, I forgot my sen as well. Hold on. We need to do a little bit of spending here. Where do I want to spend? The memorial mob might be one of those. Okay, hold on a moment. We just need to do a very quick... I have a lot of sen that I need. 646. Let's go. Hold on a second here. This, I think, takes us directly to the Sawtooth Merchant. I'm calling him the Sawtooth Merchant because I don't remember his name. I think he did have a name. We might head to... Oh, he's down here, actually. I'll kill the bird first, though. Hold on. Hold on a second here. Let's kill the bird. And then, I guess we should talk to him anyways, because maybe he'll have something new for us now that we've seen him in the past. No talk option. Fair enough. What was your name again? Aniyama. Sorry, I've been calling you Sawtooth, but you do kind of have a Sawtooth thing going on. Aniyama the peddler. We want to save up for this for sure. Do I want to buy the insurance on the light coin purse? I think so. Because I want to be saving up for this guy. It upgrades the loaded shuriken. And I think I'm pretty well stocked on the rest of these. We could always use pellets. But I think I buy all 4 of these. This feels like an okay, like I'm sort of wasting 40 sen, quote unquote, but the fact that I'm not going to be losing these when I die is a big deal, I think. I really like the feeling of security and insurance that I get from doing this. So we're going to do it, and then you might only have 1 more of these to sell, I guess. Okay, there was only 1 more to buy. Let's quickly then head to... We might have more, once we complete what's going on at Hirata, we might have more to interact with you about. But for now, let's quickly head back to the... I can always buy spirit emblems, that's the other thing I have to spend currency on, but I'd like to pick up as many of these things from the other merchants as possible. Let's quickly travel to... Actually, this is probably the closest spot, right? We travel from here. So we head back over here to the memorial mob. And you also have coin purses. We'll get 1. And we'll get another pellet. Seems good. Maybe I should have bought a sugar. I feel like the pellets we're going to be using quite a bit of, though. Okay, now that feels pretty good. Let's head back to the idol so we can go to back to Hirata Estate and try to deal with the shield guys. All right, so we're back here with the shield guys. We'll take out this guy real quick, and then we are ready to deal with, hopefully, with the shield shenanigans. I need to remember what button I use for my axe, which is R2, I believe. You really come at me fast, don't you? Wow, that really just breaks them wide open. We took a hit in the process. I'm gonna go ahead and heal here. These guys really start charging. But they are just wide open to the axe. Okay, that is great. And they drop spirit emblems. Even better. I like that. Be very interested to see what other enemies we can use that against. So now where are we? We've got some grappling points. There's a guy we can sneak up on potentially here. There's a guy carrying I don't know what over there. Can you please not duck? I'm ducking on accident here when I shouldn't be. Okay, we've got a mini-boss, Shinobi Hunter Enshin of Misen. I guess you're using like a halberd, something along those lines, but you're going to be coming at us with thrust attacks. They cannot be blocked, but they can be deflected. The Makiri counter skill also counters thrust attacks. I don't have that yet. And performing it successfully will deal greater posture damage than a normal deflect. Okay, I really want to take out the bow guy as well, though. Hold on. Now we can focus on you. Wow, he absolutely wrecked me. There's another guy coming as well. So we're gonna take a momentary retreat here to gather ourselves. Try to gather some of the coin as well. Let's just take this, take a little bit of a retreat for a moment here. We did spend all of our shit, so we're not really losing too much here. It's probably good for us to figure out. I also had this guy coming. The axe guy was on the way as well, so. I thought I got hit there once. I think I did barely just get hit. I'm still learning exactly, because I was doing quite a bit of like deflecting back and forth there. Still trying to learn exactly when I get hit and when I don't. All right, now I'm thinking maybe the intended method here is to sneak up on you. We have bushes on the other side, which maybe I should take advantage of. So let's see if we can do that, because it would be nice to get a free death blow. I maybe should have done this from the beginning with the archer guy. Wait, there's somebody in the bushes? It's a remnant, sorry. It's just a remnant. Anybody else? There is a guy up there, too. Let me gather some, get the loot here. I need you to face the other way real quick. Can you turn around for me? Gonna try to heal. We'll get our pellets out here. Way too early. I have another resurrect because I did get the death blow on you, but I'm definitely, the instinct to dodge and panic dodge is a little hard to shake. A little hard to shake. Maybe the best course of action here is retreat for the moment, because I do kind of need to heal. There was also another guy coming. The dude with the torch. I was a little worried about him. It would be nice if we could get another sneak on you, but it doesn't seem like you're going to allow that. Once you get the first death blow on them, you're sort of stuck with, like maybe we can use, what could we use instead? We can use the shuriken. That doesn't do a lot of, there is posture damage that it does to you, but it's very temporary. I also hate that the guy with the torch is right there. Maybe we can lure him over. I'm definitely not learning the timings on the deflects here like I should be. Really don't like taking on two of you. Really don't like it. I'm just panic dodging. I should not be panic dodging, or I should run. Maybe I can jump as well? Is it something I can jump over? I can dodge to the side. Shit. Not good against that guy right now. Gotta learn how to... We really need to focus on deflecting those things. Or jumping, right? Jumping seemed to do okay, but then he had the swipe where he went upward. So, man, we already had worked up quite a bit of sen just from this. I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that we're sometimes losing... We're sometimes going to be losing our sen and our experience, and there's just no way around it. We did as much as we could to mitigate the loss. All right, we're doing a run back here. Doing some people running. I like that we got the drop on... I like that we got the drop on this guy. That axe has a nice reach to it. Cool, cool, cool. I mean, maybe the axe is something we should be using against, we should be using it against the thrust attack enemy, maybe. So we can go over here. This is maybe where I should be using my shards. Yeah, this is where we use the shards, right? You hang out in the bushes, and you lure them over into the bushes. That's how you do this shit. All right, all right. I think we're learning the Shinobi ways. The Shinobi ways. Let's get our money. We're gonna figure this out. Let's get the archer guy. You are right by the bushes, so you're easy. It's this flame guy up here. There's actually two of them. So this guy is still coming. That's good. That's exactly what I wanted. Head on over into the bushes. Everything will be fine. Nothing wrong. There we go. We could jump up over here, couldn't we? There's a grappling point. Of course, there's a grappling point. So then... I'm starting to understand the way that they want this to work. So we go here like this. Oh, except he can see me. He can see me. Because he has a torch. I did forget that part. I think this is still working the way that I want it. Maybe. Nope. No, my God. Oh, my God. That did not work the way that I wanted it at all, and I'm crouching. So that guy did not lose sight of me. Is it because he had a torch? The other guy, it might be the torch. I think it's the torch. I don't know exactly. All right, so we had to use a healing gourd. And we are getting pretty close to our next level up. I think I'm going to do a little bit of farming here. We're going to do a little bit of farming here so we get to our next point before we take on the boss again. Okay, I guess I completely forgot that there was items over here. I think I explored over in this direction here at one point, and I forgot there was an item in this building. It's a coin purse. Okay, that's a good pickup. Yeah, I killed the enemies that were over here and just completely... I got this item here. I even robbed Buddha. And then forgot to check over here. Hold on. Let's see. Is there anything else that I missed? Anything else going on back here? All right. So we did get to our next skill point. That was the most important part. Let me go ahead and quickly spend... Let me go back here to the idol and spend some spirit emblems. There's a guy there. Oh my god. There was a guy there. Holy shit. So if I rest here, I think do I want to rest? I don't think I actually want to rest because we have taken out the, let's just purchase a bunch of these. Gosh, do I really want to purchase that many though? They only cost 10, but it's the only way that I have to easily spend Sen without going back to a merchant. Were there any other merchants that I could buy stuff from that I'm forgetting about? There was the merchant out in the lake, but he only does carp scales. I guess I'm just gonna buy a shit ton of these. Let's just buy those, because I don't know what else. I don't want to go anywhere else to spend right now. So that's how we're doing this. That guy was still coming, I guess. All right, let's make our way back up here. I can get up here. Okay, so this is the way that I meant to go. This is the shortcut. Then we go here. Got it, got it, got it. Now this way is clear. We can run all the way back to the thrust guy. We do have two. I have two. I'm gonna go ahead and let's think about what we can do. We don't need a shard for this, and we don't need the monocular. So let's equip a couple things. Let's equip. I like the Ungo's sugar, and we could also put. They're giving us a lot of oil. We could try doing oil on this guy, right? We've got the flamethrower, and we did buy a bunch of spirit emblems right now. I guess let's try that. Because maybe that is a really easy way. We have this as well. I think this is how I'm going to do this, though. Let's go with that, and then the flame vent. And let's see how this works. You should be the only guy now. You should be the only guy out here in this area, as far as I'm aware. So it's just you and me. And now I just need to get the first death blow on you here. You do have a heightened awareness when you're staring into the bushes. You can still kind of see us a little, which is maybe okay. It might be okay to get you with a yellow arrow. That didn't seem to do very much. You are on fire, though. We'll do the double drink here. I should have done this as well. I should have done this. Shit. God damn it. We can resurrect though, and then we can use a pellet here. I don't know. Right now, oh. My heart starts racing so fast during these. It is so difficult to stay calm, which is what you really have to do, I'm sure, as the game starts to progress. There are almost certainly going to be enemies that are going to be so testing. I really want to get good at deflections, but it's so instinctive in me to just dodge. I was spamming the dodge button there. It was working out. Like, dodging still is not bad, but the game does want you to learn this whole deflect technique or mechanic, and it's going to take some time. It's going to be a learning process. But we do get an idol. So, okay, let's get the rest of the items here. That feels good to get the victory. We got a 4th prayer bead, so we can level up. Oh, it is so exhilarating, the combat. I absolutely love it. It is going to be so challenging. I don't even think we've faced a real, like, these have all felt like mini bosses. I can't imagine that the game is treating these. They are definitely scaled up enemies, but they can't be an actual boss, right? We'll find out. These are things that are going to come in time. But for now, I am going to go ahead and wrap up this installment of Sekiro. This has been a wild ride here into the Hirata Estate. So many things that we're still learning. We've got carp to farm. We have new toys. We have flamethrowers now, axes, all kinds of cool stuff that we are getting access to. And I love the tension, the atmosphere, the cinematography of this game, and the way that they unroll the story is, again, so different from Dark Souls and the previous games that I played. Everything about this is just a completely different experience, and I'm still having a tough time believing that this is a game that is made by FromSoft and Miyazaki. But here we are, and I'm enjoying the ride, and I can't wait to get back next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.